We there now? Hello, there we are. Testing, all good now. As we get set to rock and roll here from Talladega for another night of James Wagner Welding Super Speedway Series. We're here from, like we said, Talladega. This week here in the Xfinities. Last week we were at Echo Park, or otherwise known as Atlanta, as we took on the trucks. This week, as we said, we're here with the Xfinity Series for Roughneck Racing. Hopefully going to have ourselves a great night here as the night winds on. And we'll see how these drivers stack up. So sitting here, best time right now, as we got Levi Williams out on track. Doesn't look like he's really putting down quite the speed yet. Liam Beebe rolling down the backstretch here. He's got a little bit more speed to him. Kyle Hartland rolling down across the start-finish line. Now it looks like Levi is picking up a little bit of speed there in the W machine. And he works down across the triangle, down there across the stripe, down in the corner number one. Should be a great race there. You see Matt Barker there in the 96. Hey, he's up there on the high side, getting all the momentum he can before he drops down there to that low side to set the qualifying lap here. You see Tim Richardson. He's down there on the bottom side right now as he comes there, or the stripe, in that number 2. Across the stripe, as we see some drivers starting to come in there. We got Dylan Grace in that 12 machine. He's got a 54.571. Dakota Iskrig there with a 54.576. Chris Ramsey, though, laying down a good lap in that number 13 tonight with a 54.532. On through the field there, you see other ones. You see Richardson back there in 9th right now. And with a 54.808. Trying to improve on his time this time. Matt Warhol back there in the 79. Warhol taking the last lap now with a 54.520. He works there through turn number 1 and 2. On to the backstretch down there along that double yellow line. Liam Beebe now laying down a quick time of 54.457. Drivers are all down in there, all trying to battle it out. Matt Barker, I'm going to say he's got some running to do as he's down there along the inside. He's there with a 55.287 right now for his first lap as he comes around here off the triangle, heading there towards the straight. Let's see if he improves his time. Barker does to a 54.536, up to 10th. Samuel Lucier there with a 54.541. Levi Williams spinning out here. That's not why you want to end qualifying. Still a few more drivers to go. Matt Bank there in 16th. Ryan Hunter 14th. Brianna Laurent back here. Matt Warhol. Matt Bank, as we said. Kyle Hartland coming out. Hartland with a 54.637 for his time. $25 seconds to go, and then we'll get to the grid. Adam Sprinkle's currently sitting 4th in qualifying as it stands. Thank you all for tuning in. Jimmy, you not here tonight? Ah, okay. That's no fun. Yeah, you take care of yourself there, Jimmy. Getting teeth pulled is never fun. I've had my fair share. Grid's up. Here we go. Liam Beebe getting the pull. Johnny Hurst there second. Dylan Grace there in third. Adam Sprinkle fourth. Tim Richardson fifth. Dakota Iskrig there 6th. Mike Straminsky there in 7th. Matt Warhol will roll off there in 8th. Chris Ramsey 9th. Matthew Barker in 10th. Samuel Lucia there in 11th. Levi Williams 12th. As we roll on down through the grid here. 13th is going to go to Breonna Laurent with Matt Bank there 14th. Ryan Hunter 15th. Kyle Hartland there 16th. Mike Presley in 17th. Tyler Manning 18th. Eric Copperthorne there in 19th. Jack Wilkinson there in 20th. Robert Monday there in 21st. Chris Nice there in 22nd. And that'll be your starting grid. Yeah, I can imagine they're piling. Pain meds will be your friend if they allow you to have them. My dentist around here don't. Oh, go home, take Motrin, you'll be fine. Glad you all can make it out tonight and support FFTv on the pole. We get set to take the green flag here for our 50 laps around Talladega. Hopefully this race will go a little bit better than last week. We had quite the eye-pacing events last week. These drivers are doing what they can here, coming off the corner. See that 83 Liam Beebe down there on the inside, getting ready to start the race. Johnny Hurst up there on the top side. Down off there, track goes Spread. Now we got a long drive down there to the start-finish line. They got to go through the tri-oval. Definitely different here than the Daytona. They work here down in the corner number 1. Liam Beebe up there trying to do what he can. Want to give a shout-out to out here through off the corner, off of 2, down that backstretch. Side by side, as you see that 3 of Johnny Hurst getting a run up there with the help of Adam Sprinkle as they get that top lane to work. Down there on the inside, Liam Beebe now getting a run there, being pushed along by that 12 of Dylan Grace, who's getting a great run there off 4. They work back out onto the front stretch here on lap number 1. And down through here, hang on to it to 79 there. Matt Warhol trying to see if he was wanting to make a move. Down through onto turn number 2. As they work on to the backstretch once again. Everybody working together at the time being, just trying to feel each other out. It looks like a lot better style than at Echo Park last week. As we got them going 3 wide here towards the back. With trying to see who's in the middle there. That's a 35 of Matt Bank in the middle lane, trying to push things along right there behind Matt Barker. As you see them side by side coming there. Oh, little touch there through the number 20 of Jack Wilkinson. As you see a little farther back, there's the 63 of Kyle Hartland. Up there on the high side. Not exactly sure why my iRacing does this on Monday nights. I don't change any of the settings, so I'm confused on why Monday nights it gives me problems. I work on down through there. You see him 3 wide again with Matt there in the middle. Up there on the high side, they're trying to get that high line together. Oh no, we got problems. There they go around. Up there into the outside wall goes the 5 of Samuel Lucier and Kyle Hartland. We also got another one up there involved as well, trying to figure out who that might be. That's the 78, Tyler Manning. Bringing out caution number 1 here tonight. Now we see it back here toward the back. Tyler Manning back here towards the back. Getting little turn there from the 63. Then he comes down into that Hellman's 5. Up across the track they go. The 63 just cut the bad spot as he gets sandwiched between the 5 and the 78. Up there against that outside wall. Not sure if I see anybody else involved. I just see those 3 drivers, which hopefully that's all that was involved. Oh, no, 49 late there. Chris Nice, he gets it. We'll see what happened there as he was down there on the bottom side just trying to avoid everything. And ends up getting turned there. There you see him down there on the bottom. Comes back up and just comes across the nose of someone. Probably didn't realize they were there or something. I'm not sure. He brought that 49 Havoline up across the nose and into the outside wall. So, caution number 1 on the night. Be back after this message.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, so we got Matt Bank up there in 16th right now on pit road. We got a few drivers on pit road, some of them from that caution. Six car tonight. Let's see if that matches anything. Adriana Laurent in the 6. Or are you looking at the 63? Lauren hanging tough there in 12th. Here under the first caution. And don't pay that whole out thing on the scoreboard, because there you see we got Lucier and Hartland down there on pit road. And I know Wilkinson's out here somewhere. There he is. Manning's out here. So, looking here at Matt Warhol and the number 79. Well, it says 06 on the scoreboard, but the car says 6. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, it's not too bad here in the booth. I mean, I've dealt with worse. I've had somebody come into the session on the scoreboard, their number 4, and their car number is 127. You can't get any farther apart than that. I mean, You'll have to take that 06 and 6 up with the league there. I mean, she's 06 on the scoreboard, so. No, Lucier is not out. He's down on pit road. Actually coming around here on the track. So, as I've been trying to say, don't pay attention to the out as it doesn't match up completely. I'll try to stay on top of it to let you know who is in and who is out. If a driver's out, I'll definitely let you know. But right now, Sim Lucier and Kyle Hartland are both out on the racetrack. Liam Beebe, Johnny Hurst are also out there. As Liam Beebe out front. Tyler Manning, we saw him back there, so again, not out. I haven't figured out why it does that to me. Something with the telemetry or something I haven't figured out. So Sebastian, no. Samuel is still in it, just a lap down back there in 21st. Green flag's out, getting back underway. Liam Beebe getting a decent start there, but the outside run. What a run there by that number 3 of Johnny Hurst. Getting up there almost by himself and trying to side draft for the lead. Coming down here in the corner number 1. Side by side, you got that 12 down there on the inside of Dylan Grace, racing hard with Johnny Hurst, who's running out there in front as they come there off corner number 2 down that back straightaway. There's the 34, Mike Stremensky. As you got the 13 looking to the outside of him as they work down here in the corner number 3. Side by side, everybody looking great, looking good as they go into corner number 3. Looking to the middle lane there was the 79 of Matt Warhol. Thought better of it, though. As you got that 40 there of Dakota Iskrig up there on the top side. Everybody's double file for the most part as they work down here through the grid. Down across the stripe. In the corner number 1 they'll go. Here at lap number 8. Everybody doing a great job here, looking side by side as they work down here through turns 1 and 2. Liam Beebe, your race leader. The 77 now of Adam Sprinkle looking to see if maybe going 3 wide. Can he get the help? If he gets the help, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't push it to 3 wide up there. Putting that 3 in the sucker hole. That 3 hanging tough there in the middle lane. There you see top lane starting to come together up there on the top of your screen. Led by Brianna. Brianna up there along the outside lane right now, being pushed along by the 35. Out Matt Bank. So Bank and Brianna up there working together on that top side. 3 wide. Got that 8 down there in the middle of the racetrack. That is the 8 of... Whoa, getting up there in the middle. As that 8 is there in the middle somewhere. I'm trying to figure out who that 8 belongs to. Hey, that's kind of what I was talking about, is these drivers that don't have the correct number on it. The 34, there we see him down there, so the 8's above him. Matt Warhol there in the 79. Aha! Robert Monday, supposed to be in a number 57, is out there in a number 8. And come down here through the triangle, down here court, third, number 1. So that number 8 machine driven by Robert Monday. 3 wide coming through turn 1 and 2. Trying to stay to their respective lanes. And this track's wide enough. You can get 3 wide, no issues, really. I've seen them go 3 wide through the field. And when I'm talking the field, I'm talking like 25 drivers, 30 drivers. I've seen them hold 3 wide from the front to the back. And that's a sight to see. 30 cars all bunched up like that. Up there on the top row, there you see Robert Monday down on the bottom side now. And work here off the corner. Mike Shemensky, Chris Ramsey. Liam Beebe out front, still leading the way. We got Brianna and the 35 Bank. Goes up on the top side. Hang on to it. We got him brushing the wall. There goes the 35 of Bank. Bank is around. He's going to collect the 98. That's going to bring out the caution. There you see up on that top side, that 63, who was caught up in that previous one in the middle. You'll see him up there. He's going to get bumped up into the outside wall. Somehow, I'm not sure exactly what happened there with the 35. Not sure if he got clipped or... See if we can get a better angle of this. There you go. Now they come into the corner. You'll see that 63 come up. Netco gets the 35. Sends him around. Up into the outside wall he goes. The 63 stays down. As the 35 ends up coming back down across the nose of the 98. Collecting the 20 as well. He's driving behind, just trying to find out where to go. Oh, and the 78 gets it as well. Getting a little bit of a punt there. So Bank involved in that one. Yeah, it can be eye-pacing so far, Jimmy. Definitely, definitely. Good evening, Johnny. How's it going?
How's it going, Flicker?
Oh, it's going well. How's that racetrack feeling tonight?
Ah, it feels good. I feel real racy in this Ford.
Well, we see you're coming into your pit stop there. You think you can kind of work your way up there into the top three, or how do you think that's all going right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, I shouldn't have no problem getting back up there. I just wanted to come in, top off on fuel, and later in the run, I ain't got to take as much fuel then, so should be all right, though.
Well, I mean, it looks like everybody's pretty much doing okay. I mean, we've seen a few guys get loose up on the top side, but for the most part, the racing's been pretty good.
Yeah, it seems like we're able to run real nice and tight up here in the front, and, you know, guys are behaving and everything else, so I don't know. I still think I can work my way back up there, no problem.
Well, we'll see what can happen. I mean, anything can happen at these super speedways like Talladega.
Oh, yeah. Anything can happen at drop the hat.
That it can. I mean, things happen so quick. I mean, do you think your reaction time could steer you away from trouble if it happens?
Yeah. I mean, luck it can't, but hopefully my reaction I can. I had a lot of bad luck here lately at these, but hopefully tonight I can turn it around.
All righty, well, good luck at that bullseye number 3 here tonight as you try to get it back up here towards the front. Stay out of trouble.
I appreciate you, Fligger.
All right, out with Johnny Hurst. We get him back up there to the Hollywood team. Down here off the front stretch, coming here towards the flag. Lights are still on. Now we got Mike Stremensky out front. And that's one of the old school paint jobs there on that number 34. If I remember correctly. It was at number 33 in NASCAR days. I thought it was a 33 in NASCAR days. Just double checking on my facts there. I get lined back up side by side. Pace car gonna drop down this lap. Nice is still out there. So is Manning. And so is Barker, I believe. Now let's check the map there. See if I can get a 96 up there. Nope. So the 96 of Barker is out. So far, the only driver out right now. I come here to the start-finish line. Down here through the backstretch, side by side they go. Robert Monday doing a great job out front in the 57 with Mike Straminsky there in second. We said Monday's out there in a number 8 Wrangler machine, kind of throwing me off a little bit as it took me a moment to figure out who was in the 57 and who was in. Oh, no, there we go. More problems as they come down the backstretch. Samuel Lucier getting through there. Dakota Iskrig involved. And seeing them 3 wide back here. Working there off the corner. Trying to figure out. Oh, man, the 35 gets turned, sending the 79 up the racetrack. I don't know if he got turned or if he just didn't have room to squeeze it on down in there. Now, he's there running the middle. He does look like he does come down a little bit. Racing incident there between him and the 40. As they just didn't have the room, and he comes down split in the 40 and the 79. 79 checks up, gets hit from behind in the 12. As Matt Bank goes around, Dylan Grace, Dakota Iskrig, takes a hard hit down there to the inside wall. Good evening, Matt. How's it going?
What's going on, Figure?
Oh, not much. Looks like you could be having yourself a better night.
You know, things happen. We still got quite a bit of time. I'll make it up.
Well, I think you've been involved in 2 or 3 incidents so far tonight, but hopefully you can try to get that bad luck person off your back.
It tends to happen. I'm not too upset.
It's super speedway racing at its finest, right?
Yeah, sorry, Doug was talking. I could hardly hear you.
All right. Well, hopefully you can get that machine back up there towards the front and stop getting it working again.
I have a feeling I'll be able to at least one more wreck if that one doesn't take me out, and I'll see where I'm at.
Well, hopefully you can keep it out of trouble going from here forward.
Yeah, we'll try. I don't know if it'll work, but
Alrighty, well, good luck to you there, Matt, as you continue to try to battle it hard forward there in that number 35 Amtrak machine tonight.
yep. Thanks, buddy.
No, later.
All right, there we're out with Matt Bank as he struggles to get that 35 up through the field tonight. Hopefully everybody's sticking around okay here through on the pole here tonight as we try to get some sort of racing going on here. We haven't even met halfway yet here at Talladega. Mike Straminsky there at second. Let's go ahead and take a run down through the field here. They come here off the corner. We got Robert Bunday out there in front. Second, and Mike Straminsky out of Burleson. Liam Beebe sitting in third. You got Mike Presley back here in fourth. Johnny Hurst in fifth, and at number 3. Out of Corbin, Kentucky. So that's rounding out your top 5. Tim Richardson there in sixth, out of North Wilkesboro. Adam Sprinkle here out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Matt Warhol back here in 8th. Chris Ramsey sit back here in 9th. Levi Williams going to round out your top 10 out of Beckley. Brianna Lawrence sitting there in 11th out of Luxembourg, Wisconsin. Sherbrooke, Quebec, I'm guessing for Samuel Lucier. Jack Wilkinson out of Oxford, Alabama. He sits at 13th. Matt Bank back here in 14th. 15th for Eric Copperthorne. Flip-flop them two, though. Ryan Hunter back here 16th. Chris Nice 17th. Dakota Iskrig there 18th. Dylan Grace out of Lowell, Indiana. Kyle Hartland and then Tyler Manning back here on pit road in that number 78 Bass Pro Shop car. And as we said, Barker, otherwise as Ace. I realize that, Travis, some guys just they don't take that into consideration. Some guys, they come out here and they want up front 3 laps ago. They have the mindset of what I like to call a contractor. You know, a contractor when you're building homes and stuff or whatever. They want it done, last month. Well, it doesn't quite work that way. You got to be patient as things take time to do. Kind of let that car come to you. Let that track come to the car. Feel it out. Don't push too hard too early. Just try to stay in it so you can fight there at the end. Now we see them. They're getting ready for the restart once again. Robert Monday out front as your control car. Mike Straminsky up on the top side. Liam Beebe down there on the bottom side. Now, Liam Beebe did a great job leading earlier. Would like to get back up there in front. You see that Skull Bandit machine coming down there in the second place right there behind Robert Monday. Robert Monday, what a start there by some of these drivers. You see that 17 now. Mike Presley working up there on the 34 Skull machine. Mike Straminsky getting a run out there on the outside. Cannot quite get there now as he doesn't have any help. He's going to get hung out there to dry a little bit. No, he's got a run coming down that back straightaway. Can he make it happen? No, he cannot. As that inside lane gets there, now he's got help coming from Matt Warhol. As they come down into corner number 3 and 4. Levi Williams back there in 6th. Great moves here so far by some of these drivers. Up 19, up 13 spots. Here they come down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Hanging on to it. 79 there. Matt Warhol doing what he can to try to help get that Skull Bandit number 34 out front. Does so. They both drop down to the inside lane. Here comes that 01 of Levi Williams. He tries to get up there. Looking good. Here comes that 5 of Samuel Lucier. I know somebody asked earlier if he was out. He was not. Tyler Manning in the 78. Not out, just running back here. Way off the pace, and that's what happens whenever you don't have the draft. You just have trouble trying just to get around the racetrack without that draft. So, I mean, losing the pack, that is as detrimental as it can be. We see Chris Nice back here toward the back. We said Manning rolling around, just trying to keep that car on the racetrack right now. And there you see it, the 79 goes around, got a little bit of weaving. Oh no, the 2 comes up with Richardson, collecting BB. They get it straightened out, but they got problems. Somebody is smoking. I'll see if I can get a hold of who that might be. That is the 27 of Ryan Hunter. Taking a shot, motor blown. I just see all that smoke. Tires coming off of BB's car. He bounces off of the 3. All this started from that number 2 spot down there on the bottom side. As you see, the 8 turns to 79. Most likely unintentional, as they were weaving something fierce. So 79 of Matt Warhol down there on the bottom side. He gets down and out of the way. But up here towards the top, not sure exactly what happened here. And it looks like the 3 gets into the back. Oh, he gets hit from behind. That's going to shove him forward. Catches the 2 wrong. Up into the outside wall. And here comes that 27. Skate down the racetrack. He's going to get hit there. Bounce off the 3. And up the other way. Up there into the outside wall. And a hard hit. And when he gets hit there from the 63... Brianna getting hit up there against the outside wall. Man, oh man. Drivers everywhere. So, yet another caution here tonight. 4th one on the board. Matt Bank gets himself back up here towards the front now after having problems earlier. Going to sit here in 4th. Yeah, that's going to change as they come in here to the pits. Chris Nice back here in the pits, driving at 49. There you see Robert Monday back down there towards the bottom of the pack. I guess mid-pack, I should say. Man, oh man, not even halfway yet. Down here through the corner, lights are out on that pace machine. We'll be getting this set and ready to go. Hopefully we can get them rocking and rolling here tonight. Down here through the corner, you see Mike Straminsky out front. And they work here off the corner, side by side there now. Everybody working there. All right, down here through the bottom side, there you see Kyle Hartland in the number 63 as we work there through the front stretch. The 35, Matt Bank working his way back up there. He's currently sitting for it all by his lonesome up there on the high side. And everybody, now we're at 25 laps to go and everybody single files out. Go figure that one. We fight hard and battle through the first half of the race. We hit halfway, we're all pretty much single file. And Matt Bank uses all that side draft that he can. Doing a great job. I'm surprised he's able to pull himself along quite as well as he is. Sitting there by him lonesome up there on the high side. No drafting help. All but that side draft. And he gets quite the bit coming off the corners. Sitting there in fourth right now. Had himself almost up there in the third. Now they got a little bit more there. As the 40 of Dakota Iskreek comes up the racetrack a little bit. That's going to help pull him along. And he'll get there side by side. Looks like we got a top lane coming, but it can't come soon enough for Matt. As he up there really close, trying to get everything he can off of that 40. You got to see how close that racing is. And the last thing you want is iRacing netcode to come out there and grab you. That is a scary thought. They work down the backstretch. Bank up there on the high side. Liam Beebe there in fourth now. As the top lane is starting to form up. As Levi Williams comes there. He's going to pick up Matt Bank as they now try to roll that top lane towards the front. Towards the back, Brianna Laurent back here in the 06. Working there through the triangle. Was up there towards the front, but Bank doing what he can to try to help that top lane push forward. He's now got himself up there towards second as he gets around the 40 of Dakota Iskreek. 23 laps to go. Working down here through turn number 2. Back onto the backstretch. Now we're all doubled up once again as they work nicely down the backstretch here towards corner number 3. Bank up there in front now as he's got that middle lane rolling along. He gets out there in front. Is he going to just stick with the top lane where he's at? Normally, me, that's where I like to be. I like to try to control that middle lane if I can. Leave the top lane alone. And hopefully I got the drafting help from behind me to help push me along. As coming through the triangle and stuff, I can sometimes get a little bit better run off. Up there on the high side as they work down here through in the corner number 1. Bank down there, squeezing down there, trying to get more side draft off of the 34. Trying to pull them back into him a little bit. Working down there off of turn 2 still. Everybody side by side. Don't really see anybody 3 wide. Come down through there. Man, oh man, what a night of racing it is for these drivers. And now we're starting to get into some sort of motion here, it seems like, as we're on board here. With Mike Presley. Hey, see that top lane kind of split apart. Some guys thinking about 3 wide there. You see the 79 going to the top side. Now Matt Warhol does not do it. Gets back in line behind the 8 there. Robert Monday. Out here. Oh, man, the 79 goes around. That's going to drop him down there onto the bottom, man. What happened? There we go. Now, I don't know why that did that, but that is not how that was supposed to be. Travis, you're pretty right on it. I mean, we saw it there. Try to see who's all involved. We know the 79, Matt Warhol, definitely involved back here. Matt Bank, he gets sideways. That's going to collect him up there at the front. Does he get it straightened out? He does. As the 01 ends up the racetrack. Drivers checking up. Everybody scattering coming out of turn 4. There you see. The 79 ends up sideways, comes down across. Does he catch anybody else? Oh, man, right there in front. I think that was Barker, but I'm not sure. No, that's the 13. Sorry, no, Barker is out. That's the 13 of Ramsey. Ramsey just nowhere to go. I see it all happen here in front of him, and it's just how quickly things can happen. We're on board with Ramsey. He's down here on the bottom side. He thinks he's all clear, and then bam, out of nowhere. Yeah, I think you've missed it. You're down there on the apron, and all of a sudden, there's a car right in your windshield. Look who's out there in second now. Brianna Laurent, Matt Bank out there in front. 19 laps to go. Oh, here we go. Everybody get lined up. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, as these drivers come down pit road, we got Travis here in the chat trying to say that it's raining, that they should red flag the race and just end it. Brianna Laurent out front as the leader. Levi Williams in second. Matt Bank, he came to pit road when something happened to that. He's still there on pit road. Speeding penalty, maybe. Lights are out. Going to go back. Green flag racing here in just a moment. Hey, driver, get set. Tighten them belts up once again. Make sure they're good and tight as we get ready to go. And square green flag racing once again. Levi Williams getting the jump on Brianna as they work down here into quarter number one. That high side prevailing a little bit, but that inside lane not going anywhere. Working on down through. Off the corner they go. Everybody's down through the backstretch. Side by side up front. Battling it out. Here they go, down that back straightaway. Great job. Down through the front straight, now down through across the stripe. And Brianna's leading the way. Dakota Isgreek's out there in second. Levi Williams fighting back on that top side in that 01, being pushed along by Liam Beebe. Always makes me nervous when them cars start to zigzag a little bit like Liam Beebe's doing back there. Because if you don't catch that car square in front of you, you could send them around. Or worse yet, you could get yourself spun around. Best thing you could do is try to keep that car straight. And it's not the easiest thing to do, that is for sure. And we're down here off the corner. There you see him almost going 3 wide back there. Hang on to it there. Did you see that here? That's 17 of Mike Presley there in the middle, up there towards the top side. Try to see who that is. Might be Matt Bank up there. It is Matt Bank at number 35. Trying to find his way back up there towards the front. There you see Samuel Lucier there in the 5. Sitting fourth car back on the outside lane. They roll down here off a corner number. Rolling there off a corner number 4 back down across the front stretch. Brianna Laurent out there in front. Levi Williams second up there on the high side. Now he'll take the lead briefly as they fight battling down here through turns 1 and 2. As you see that outside lane really starting to weave back and forth, kind of staggering a little bit coming there through the corner, and they do that on purpose. You want to stagger a little bit to try to get some air to cool off that motor. Otherwise, you'll end up with something. Oh, hang on. There they go. And they're touching. The 83 and BB, they're in the middle, and that is a place I don't like to be. I don't like to be 3 wide, as many things can happen, and you're not full control. I mean, you might think you're in control, but then somebody beside you goes out of control, and yeah, so, I mean, whoa, hang on to it there. Levi Williams back to the outside once again. You got the 12 there of Dylan Grace now coming up through. Working second car back, and we're on board here with Levi Williams out of Beckley. Working there off the corner, number 2, heading on to that backstretch. Ends up back in line right there. The inside lane ended up pulling up. We got big caution here. Mike Presley. And that's 17. I see. Oh, man. Oh, boy. There it goes. And that's kind of what we were afraid of watching this. They come down through in the corner number 3, I believe. And they head on down there. Then the 83. What a man. Oh, man. Oh, what a hit there for the 83. There you see more come down across the track. Mike Straminsky involved. The 83, Liam Beebe, really taking a ride. They're in the middle there, not nowhere really to go. Getting pushed real hard there through the corner. Ends up sideways up against that outside wall. Matt Bank just in a bad spot. That might be the end of Mike Banks' night there. We see him come down through. The driver just everywhere. There you see Monday. Man, oh man. Brianna, still your race leader. Dakota Iskrieg now in second. Brianna's going to leave the lead and come down pit road. So that's going to hand the lead over to Dakota Iskrieg. Johnny Hurst there in second. Dylan Grace there third. Tim Richardson there in fourth now. He's trying to get it all set up, ready to go again. Yeah, there's still time. I mean, it's a lot of racing. Could be more cautions, too. I think it's caution number 6. I work down here off the corner. Everybody's looking like they want to get back side by side for the restart. Lights go out one more time around. We're going to go green flag racing with 9 laps to go. So unfortunately, I think Matt Bank is done. Along with the 27 there, Brian Hunter. Matt didn't have anywhere he could go after that one. Yeah, I see Williams down there below that double yellow trying to save on fuel. Yeah, that's what I thought there, Skittles. 35 car being done. He used his fast repair already. And yeah, that unfortunately, that'll be all it wrote for Matt Bank in that number 35. Lady Luck just was not on his side tonight. Green flag in the air. Dakota Hiskrig getting a decent restart there. I don't know if that's considered a jump or not as they went before the restart zone. Heading down here across the stripe. Johnny Hurst there in a second. We'll see if the pack can reel them in, which I believe they're going to. As you see the 12 down there, Dylan Grace down there on the inside. Johnny Hurst, he's going to pull down there on the inside. Maybe. He's going to try to get that draft. Now he goes up there to the outside, almost too far. Richardson's going to pick him up and bring him up to speed up there on the backstretch. Now everybody's kind of spaced out a little bit as they work down through here in the corner number 3. Now you got Richardson and Hurst up there in front. Yeah, Parson, it could be fun if you're looking for leagues to join. We got plenty of them around here on FFTv. Tonight we have tonight we have Roughneck Racing here running their Super Speedway Series brought to you by James Wagner Welding out of North Carolina. Also then, after this, we got GT3 Racing brought to you by Regal Wraps and Designs. Then we got racing on Wednesday night for FMA, which is their Wiggle Farm TV Cup Series, running the old Gen 4 style race cars. And then we move on to, I believe, Thursday night, we got Coast to Coast Racing, running dirt track between modifieds and, well, I don't know if I can completely blame it on aggressiveness there, Pyland. It's just, whenever he just seems to be in that last one, definitely, he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. We see that School Bandit machine of Mike Straminsky up there on the outside, rolling here off of turn number 2. Everybody side by side trying to push along, 7 laps to go. Hurst up there trying to bring that outside lane with him. And we got Iskrig down there on the inside. Who's it going to be? We've seen things go awry quite quickly here at Super Speedways. And work on down here off the corner. Mike Stremensky here in 6th. Levi Williams 7th. Samuel Lucier there in 8th. Chris Ramsey there in 9th. Eric Coppers are now up to 9th as they battle it out back here. Looking like they might go 3 wide. Not quite sure yet. Nope. Going to stick it back in 2 wide. 6 laps to go. Yeah, they battle it down the backstretch. Hang on to it. That inside lane looks like it got a little bit of a wiggle to it. Got to hang on to it. Dakota Iskrig there in front. Johnny Hurst there second. Dylan Grace there third. Tim Richardson there fourth. Levi Williams fifth. Adam Sprinkle going down there you see the 24 of Mike Stremensky. Out front, Johnny Hurst. And they go 3 wide, and oh no, the 34 goes sideways. That's Mike Stremensky. He keeps it straight. What a move there. Everybody else keeps it going there. What a move by Stremensky to hang on to that machine as they now roll down through here, down the backstretch. Thought we were going to see one there as Stremensky got it back in line. Back here in about 7th. Up around the top side is Adam Sprinkle now as Iskrig takes over the lead down there on the inside. Johnny Hurst there in 2nd. 5 laps to go. Whoa, hang on to it. The 49 way down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Has to regroup. There we see Hurst there in 3rd. Oh, hang on to it. They're getting tight up there on the top side. That's 78, and there they go. The 01 goes around. He's going to take the 98 and the 01, then back up in front of traffic. Brings it down there across onto the infield. Collected some drivers. It's going to stay green, but that 01 is damaged as they roll down through the backstretch. Here coming into turn number 3. That kind of separated this top pack a little bit. We got Sprinkle now leading it. Dakota Iskrig down there on the bottom side. Got the 2 Richardson there trying just to figure out which lane he wants, whether he wants top lane or bottom lane, which one's going to prevail. That top lane's getting out there. Iskrig possibly looking there at 2nd right now. They roll here through turns 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. Going down here in the corner number 3. Spring out front. Dakota Iskrig battling back on the bottom side, being pushed along by Grace. We got Heartland crashed. Warhol crashed. There you see the 79 of Warhol. Heartland getting back going again. Green flag out front. No, caution flag will come into play. Green, white checker. Oh, here we go. There you see the 79 up around the top side. Brianna down there on the bottom. Here comes the 63, squeezing it through and going to end up catching the right rear of the 79. And he pushes his way through the middle, spinning that all around back there. Catches Brianna out a little bit, but the 63 goes around as well of Kyle Hartland. He tries to keep that car planted down there onto the racetrack, ends up spinning it around, keeping it off everything for the most part, ends up down into the inside wall, slamming it pretty good. As 79's also down there. So we're in for a green-white checker here tonight. Adam Sprinkle's now your control car, Dakota Iskrig up there on the top side. Brianna Laurent back up there in the 10th. Nobody coming in this time. Hopefully everybody has the fuel to make it. You see that 12 there, and currently sitting fourth. That's still in Grace. Now we got Johnny Hurst up there in at number 3, sitting in third. There we go. Who's it gonna be? Dakota Iskrig out there on the top side. Adam Sprinkle down there on the inside. Who's everybody rooting for? Track cams tonight. The cameras tonight for the work here on the track brought to you by Track Cams. Thank you so much for coming on board. Lights still on. We got at least one more lap around. Possibly going green flag next time by. And then it's green, white, checker. Coming down there across the stripe. Everybody looks like they're ready to double up. That is true. That is true, Travis. I'd seen a guy one time in 8th go and take the win because everybody in front of him ended up scattered everywhere, off the gas and everything else, trying to miss the front pack. And he was able to keep a foot down and keep the momentum up and come away with it. I mean, anything's possible here at the Super Speedway. You're going to have Lady Luck on your side. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of skill that goes into this, but there's also a lot of luck here at these Super Speedways. I mean, you're counting on the drivers around you not making a slight mistake. And it don't take much. Tim Richardson down there on the bottom side. Johnny there in front of him. Adam Sprinkle there in front of that. Up there on your high side, that's Dakota Iskrig. Dylan Grace there in 12, or in the 12 car. 12 car sitting there fourth. Down here across the stripe, green flag goes back in the air. As they hit that restart zone, and down away they go. Down here in the corner number 1, Adam Sprinkle getting a great restart there. As that outside lane tries to come alive, there you see Johnny Hurst coming there along the bottom side. He's going to keep that 40 of Iskrig up top. He's going to get to the bumper of Sprinkle coming there through off of off of 2, down the backstretch. Can they keep it together, all tightened up here as they work down off of the corner here, down the backstretch? Iskrig up there, now your leader on top. Adam Sprinkle trying to fight back down there on the bottom side. As here they go. We're on board here with Robert Monday, watching everybody in front of him. 3 wide there as we got the 34 up there on top. As you see the 79 and Matt Warhol jump down there on the bottom side. As they come on through, hang on to it, look out. Let's keep it straight here. Just a few more feet. Final lap. Anything can go now as they come across the stripe. White flag in the air. Who's going to be as that inside lane gets a really great run here. This Creek falls back. Adam Sprinkle out there in front. Johnny Hurst there second. Richardson there third. We got the 5 of Lucier there in fourth. Have her back on board here with Richardson as they work down the backstretch. Back here we got Dakota Iskrig working down through. As you see, he got shuffled back through the pack. Johnny Hurst, Tim Richardson down there on the ball. Hang on to it. The 5 getting all kind of loose, coming there out of the corner. Down through, off of turn number 4, down through the short chute, or down through the trial, rather. As they come on down through here. Great run here to the line. It's going to be Mayhem coming across the line. Cars everywhere as they come across the line. I want to say Sprinkle got the win, Hurst got second, and Richardson got third. After that, I don't know what happened there, as it looks like Copperthorne come out with fourth. Coming here to the line. We see it. There you see the car out on the outside of Johnny Hurst. He's going to try to run it on down there. Does so. Gets a decent run. You see everybody back behind him just shuffling everywhere. There's the 98. I didn't realize Copperthorne was there. As close as that was. Now they come here off the triangle, heading towards that flag. They're all packed up tight. Not sure exactly what happened. Brianna gets there, tries to get up there into the next row, ends up getting pushed up a little bit, ends up sideways, and as they come across the line, everything mayhem lets loose. Hellman's hood going up, flying through the air. Adam Sprinkle, what a night for him. He gets the win. We'll see here if he can go and see here who we can get with. Get with Tim Richardson. Good evening, Tim. How's it going?
What's up, Adam? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm sweating a little after that finish. That was interesting right there at the end. It got a little wild, but man, that was a fun race.
Yeah, it looked like it was a lot of fun, but also a lot of trouble for some drivers out there.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows we let rookies in. Guys are going to make mistakes, but we'll save the replay. We'll get them into practice, and we'll get them better, man. That's all we can do. We preach about practice weekly in this league. Guys getting in and turning as many laps as you can and learning from the guys that have been here. It's on the drivers to show up.
I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. I know me, super speedways and me don't get along.
It's a super speedway race. We all know that these kind of races can happen. You know, there's going to be wrecks. You've got rookie drivers. It's a super speedway series, but it's still a lot of fun. These first 3 races have been a lot of fun.
Definitely been fun broadcasting them. I know that much. But congrats getting third place. You got any sponsors, shout outs, anybody you want to thank here tonight?
Absolutely, buddy. Shout out to James Wagner's Welding. Couldn't do it without him. Been with us since day one, as I always say. This podium's for him, as always. Shout out to you for the broadcast, Adam. Shout out to Dougie for the race control. And shout out to my teammates, Johnny, Adam. Johnny did try to win it there at the end. He even told Adam afterwards that he was trying to win it, but I gave Adam that big shot there at the end that put him across. That was fun racing with and against my teammates. Shout out to them, and of course the drivers. Thanks for showing up and putting on a fun race.
Even teammates, you gotta try to make it fun for the fans too, and that was definitely a good finish. Just unfortunate, a few of you are going home with a wrecked race car anyway.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the podium with a wrecked race car. I'll take a podium over a race or with a wrecked race car. That's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah, it happened after, and the thing of it is, it didn't happen to you during the race. It happened after the red flag or after the checkered flag.
Yeah. Well, it was pandemonium coming to the checker there. The 98 had a huge run, and I called that out. I said the 98's coming, and that's what made it interesting was the 98 getting into the picture and having that big run. It was a lot of fun racing with him, and just shout out to the drivers, man. We appreciate our drivers. We want them to get better. That's what we're here for.
All righty. Well, congrats for a third place, and hopefully we'll see how well the momentum carries over into next week.
We'll see what we can do, buddy.
All righty. Well, congrats, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, man.
All right. That was Tim Hollywood. Tim Hollywood Richardson there, as he gets third place tonight. Now we'll get with Johnny Hurst. Good evening, Johnny.
What's up, Adam?
Oh, not a whole lot. I know we talked to you earlier in the race, wondering if you were going to get that 3 up into a top 3 finish, and you managed to do so, staying there in second. So congrats there to that. I know you gave a good fight there at the line, but just not enough.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to make sure I pushed Adam clear, and I knew I could eventually get that little run. I just guess I waited too late. I gave it all it had, so I would like to congratulate Adam on his first win. That's his first win in a Roughneck, so congrats to that.
First win in any league is always something fun and to get a hold of.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've raced in a few leagues, and I still haven't got a first win yet.
Hey, they're not easy, so.
No, when you have tough competition around you, they're never easy.
No, you got to have some good luck, too, but Lord knows that was the best finish I've had on a super speedway in a while because of my luck, so I will take that second place.
Well, hopefully that'll help your points book out a little bit, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was hurting, so.
So, you got other sponsors, shout-outs, anybody you want to thank for getting second podium tonight?
Well, you have to shout out James Wagner's Welding. He's a heck of a sponsor, and, we couldn't do this without him. So, got to thank Dougie for doing some race control. Thank all the admins here and all the guys and gals here in Roughneck.
All righty. Well, congrats there on the second place tonight.
Yep, appreciate it.
And we'll see how it goes next week as we take on another track. I'm going to see if I can find the schedule here quickly. It's always fun with this series because you never know what looks like you're going to Atlanta again, but this time in the ARCA car.
Yeah, I like Atlanta, and the ARCA car's decent. You just got to really watch it. Bumpers don't seem to line up very well on those, so should be interesting. But some guys who put the practice in, they'll be able to push and draft just fine.
All righty, well, congrats, and we'll see you next week then.
All right, bud, thanks.
So that was Johnny Hurst, our second place finisher. Now we'll go and get with our winner here tonight. Good evening, Adam. How's Victory Lane feel here at Roughneck?
Dude, that was awesome. Finally got a win at Roughneck.
That's what I understand. This is your first win, so how's that feel there in that Victory Lane for Roughneck Racing tonight?
Dude, it's awesome. I would not have done it without Johnny and Timmy's help there at the end. They literally pushed me to it. I cannot thank them enough. We had a plan to get together best we could, and we all got together there on the top lane and just wide open as hard as we could go. If we're together, it's hard to beat us if we're all together.
Well, yeah, because you got drafting partners.
Oh yeah. We practice a lot together too, so we're used to what each other's doing, and you don't really even have to talk much, man. We know what to do.
Well, that's the best part of a team is whenever you can work that all out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, congrats on that victory. Hopefully you can carry that momentum over into next week as we take the ARCA car back over to Atlanta, where we were running trucks last week.
Oh, yeah. I love Atlanta.
So, we'll see how well that goes there at Echo Park.
We'll see. Hopefully it's a little better than last time.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what it holds for you. So you got sponsor shout-outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting that victory lane tonight?
Oh, yeah. As always, James Wagner. James Wagner's welding. Everything he does for the league, man. Roughneck Racing. This is an awesome league to be a part of. I appreciate everything Johnny, Tim, and everybody does over here. You know, thank Doug for RC, and thank you for broadcasting everything. Man, I'm tickled that I got this win, but I couldn't have done it without, my team and Johnny and Tim, and Sam. We had Chris, Jimmy unfortunately wasn't here tonight, but, of course he always comes in and practices with us. And, I hate he missed it because he'd have been right there with us because he's always strong. But, man, just a huge shout out to all those guys.
All righty. Well, congrats, and we'll see you next week here at the Super Speedway Series.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All righty. Congrats. And have yourself a great night. Enjoy that victory lane.
All right.
All right. So that was Adam Sprinkle, our top finisher here tonight. We take one last look at that finish there, coming across the line, touring up race cars all over the place. But everybody finished, so, there is that. So, but congrats, and we'll take a look here at our finishing grid before we go here. There, finishing first tonight is Adam Sprinkle. Johnny Hurst there in second. Tim Richardson third. Eric Carpethorne fourth with Brianna Laurent there fifth. Mike Stravinsky there sixth. Matt Warhol there in seventh. Levi Williams eighth. Samuel Lucier there in ninth. Dakota Iskrig there 10th. Chris Ramsey 11th. Dylan Grace there 12th. Robert Monday there 13th. Chris Nice there in 14th. 15th going to Mike Presley. Tyler Manning in 16th. Kyle Harlan in 17th. Jack Wilkinson there 18th. Liam Beebe 19th. Matt Bank there in 20th. Ryan Hunter in 21st. And Matt Barker back there in 22nd. Congrats to all you drivers out there. Hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight. We'll be back here in another 30 minutes here for the GT3 racing. So stay around if you want to see some of that road racing as they take on Zolden tonight, or Zonda. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But thank you all for tuning in to the Flicker Farm TV on the pole here from Talladega tonight.
I feel like I'm afraid to say how I feel, to know I let you down. 'Cause late nights turn to days, don't wanna let you down. With each breath we give away, it'll never be the same. I'm chasing somebody who won't ever ease the pain, but I don't want half of your heart. You can have it.